Alright, I'm just working to record this video because I need something to upload soon. And I'm out of things to upload, and it's like 11 o'clock. But I just listened to I just listened to like a 12-second long loop from the new episode. Like a 12-second long audio loop. Not even an audio loop, I just looped it myself. This is a 12-second long audio clip over and over again for like 5 minutes from the new episode of my favorite web show that I don't feel comfortable sharing the name of, and also I can't share the name of the 5th season, which is what it's on right now. Can't share the name of the 5th season without inadvertently spoiling the 4th season, which is a problem. And to watch the 4th season, you need to be familiar with not only obviously the previous 3 seasons, but also some of the creators worked before the show, which is quite a strange decision. But it was really, I didn't care. It was really good. It's a really good show. I know I'm not willing to share that many details about it because I don't want people to be finding out what it is and, talking about it and all that. But, if you find out what it is from what I say, then then you maybe you'll just learn about it. But, don't go, sharing it with everybody because I don't feel comfortable talking about what it is. But I do just, want to share it because it's a really good show. But I don't feel comfortable directly talking about it. But, basically, it's a really good show. I don't feel comfortable talking about even, really what type of show it is, but I do know, it started a whole small subgenre, but, a decent community behind it. I'm pretty sure they made, some official, merch for it, I believe, is what I'm trying to say. I lost track of my thoughts. But yeah, the show, I know when it started, the creators weren't actually old enough to own a YouTube account because of the way YouTube did age stuff at the time. And it's really old. I think the very first episode was split into 2 parts because of YouTube's very infamous upload length restrictions from back in the day. So the series is old, but it's not like they have a lot of episodes. It's more like they had a decent run of episodes for over a good span of time, and then the 2nd season came out, and then the 2nd season got cut short and was canceled 1 episode before it would have prematurely ended anyways. And then the 3rd season started up immediately, quite a while afterwards. It was supposed to be a direct transition from the canceled final episode of the previous season, and that season set up so much stuff, and then it never got to come to fruition. It just had 1 episode, and then it's supposedly indefinitely postponed, but will at some point in the future the story will be told. But that's a bit of a problem when the characters' voice actors have aged 5 years, and the characters' voices have changed considerably. It'll be quite strange watching a 5-year-old video, and then it'll be quite strange in 10 years watching a 15-year-old video, and then the rest of the series immediately afterwards, where the characters' voices and animation style and animation budget and everything about the series is completely different. Because the problem with leaving a season of a show to finish after the next season is done, unless they're 2 seasons. I've seen several web shows like this do this thing where they run 2 seasons concurrently. But the thing is, if if you if you have it where you run 1 season and then you don't finish that season, but then you start up the next season, which canonically happens afterwards, you run into the problem where you either need to establish that season 3 and 4 are on a continuity branch, or somehow change your story for season 3 so that it lines up with the start of season 4, which is a problem. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the show. I can't mention anything, any specific details about it, but like, I just don't feel comfortable. I don't like talking about my interests that often. And honestly, I've been meandering around making YouTube videos just like this, even talking about it to anyone I know about. I even barely felt comfortable talking about it to my sister, and I only introduced it to her because I told her a very vague detail about something that happened in one of the episodes, and she just kept pushing me to know, like, what show is that? What show is that? And then eventually I told her, and she quite likes it. She's not good at staying up to date with the show, but like she likes it. It's not like her most favorite. It's not like the usual type of content she watches, but it's a quite good show. But yeah, I've been going round and round. I feel like I'm circling a drain, and eventually I just gotta fall in. But like, it's not even that like I'm like socially awkward, and I don't want to tell people about my interests. This is somehow, this is somehow change this complete subject, but like, I don't feel comfortable talking about my interests because like, it took me until today, like today, to subscribe to a YouTuber that I had watched like for years on a private like on incognito tabs. Again, it took me years to subscribe to them on my account because I was just afraid that I would mess something up. It took me years because like I would always like there were constant times where I would lose a video that I had watched before, and I would lose track of where it was, and then my favorites tabs got full up with all these videos that I was trying to remember because I wouldn't just keep my watch history and make playlists and all that because I didn't want to watch them while signed in. I would keep it like obviously YouTube using like their algorithm just kind of looks at the stuff that you do in incognito anyways. And then they were like, hey, I already know you like this YouTuber. I'm just gonna pretend to give you a soft pitch. And I would just never ever click on it because I just didn't want to mess something up. Like I don't even know what my logic was, but I didn't want to mess something up. And then I just did it and nothing bad happened, and so I'm doing good. And I'm feeling quite confident today because I got my ACT test scores back, and then the highest you can get on the ACT is a 36. I got 3 of those, and one of those lowest that was reading because I'm not good at reading. I can't focus. It should be obvious if you can't put 2 and 2 together. Why I can't just sit still and read a passage. Why is this? Why is me tapping my forehead so noisy? I'm doing that for like a visual expression, but like, 1, you can't see me, and 2, it's really loud and kind of a little bit painful. Not like in the way it's hurting me, it's just more like in the way it's shaking up my brain and hurting that way. Anyways, back to... It's been like 4 minutes, so I'm gonna go back to talking about that show now. It's really good. Sorry for the sudden jump, but like, it's really good. The show's really good. I still don't feel comfortable telling you about what the show is, but it's a really good show. You should, if you can figure out what show it is, you should watch it. You should definitely watch it. It's a really good show. I'm gonna go sleep now. Good night. can't go to sleep. I have to end the video. I forgot. It's steps. And I record late at night because it's just something for me to do late at night, but also because, when you're late at night, you don't worry about all the, stress and stuff. You're tired, so, your thoughts are, really unorganized, but, for me, it's better. I was just a rambling of thoughts is much better than the unorganized, chaos that you normally have. When you sleep, your thoughts are already kind of jumbly, so it's much better than how jumpy my brain normally is, because at least now there's somewhat of a smooth transitions between things. Probably doesn't feel like that for you, though, because you're just a partner on this ride. A lot of my videos get no views, but one of them got 12 views, so that's good. Some of my old videos have a lot of views, but I don't know what else to make in that style. And I honestly, even if I went back to, found my spark again, went back to making videos like that, and didn't keep trying to make projects and them just falling through because they were just bad projects, but they were the things that I was most passionate about. Even if I found a project I'm making myself sad now. You could tell where I'm going. Even if I did the thing that I was talking about was making me kind of sad now. I'm just tired and emotional. I'm not out of. Okay, back. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, right. Even if I even if I refound my spark and went back to making my old content style, I would also still have to keep doing this because I still need this. It's just something where I can sit down and record a video, and I know that someday, somewhere, someone will, at least one person, somewhere, day, someone will someday watch this at least once, and they'll just, at the very least, listen. Maybe they'll just click on and click off, maybe. But I know how YouTube calculates its views, kind of. No one can know because of the genetic algorithm. They don't change the algorithm. The algorithm evolves and people notice and divide it into eras. But the thing is, it's we know sort of how views are calculated. They're calculated kind of you get this much watch, that becomes this much view. So I know that someone somewhere, if my video gets one view, that means that someone sat down and at least somewhat paid attention to the video. And that someone at least cared to stick around. So that's nice. How did I even get here? Less than a third of this video was about the thing that the video was about, and I think I fell asleep at some point. I don't know, my brain is too tired to think about what happened. I was just kind of rambling, but it helps me calm down. I just have all these thoughts in my head that I just keep thinking about over and over and over again. And then, it's like they're balled up and they're bouncing around in there. And then I just speak them out and they're gone. I'll be nervous at school or like bored or something. It doesn't work. It doesn't work with bored. It doesn't make you more interested in something just to say that you're bored. But that's how you get more bored. But like if I'm angry at something, I'll just write down like I'm angry or something, and it will help me go away. It helps make the bad feelings go away. Helps make all the feelings that you don't need go away if you just get rid of them. It's bad to bottle up your emotions. You just get rid of them. Just get rid of them, and it helps. Like you have a thought that you've been thinking about, just 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 go beyond thinking about it, and you won't think about it anymore. That's why. Like when like I've heard a lot of people say like if you're going to write if you're going to write a message to someone that you have a crush on, then you need to write the message twice. Once to get out all the lovey-dovey stuff, and then again to say what you really wanted to say. And I've never had to deal with that. I've never had to confront anyone in my life. I don't talk to people. I don't have to deal with that stuff. But it applies to my life still, you know? You just, you just like if you have all this stuff bounce around your head, just get it out of your head. And then you can go back to living your life the way you want to live it. You know? It's quite simple sometimes. Not all the time, but just sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work, and sometimes you keep trying to do it, trying to make yourself feel better, and then someone sees what you're doing and they get mad at you for being angry or sad. But sometimes, if your emotions feel like they're all bottled up, try just getting rid of some of the pressure. And if it doesn't work, then maybe you should just ask for help about it. Because if you feel like really sad and you try getting rid of the sadness and it doesn't work, then that might just be because you're sad about something. And try seeing if you can move on from whatever made you sad. And if you feel like you've moved on and you feel like you've tried to relieve all the pressure, that's about when you should go get help. You should always ask for advice. But if it's something serious, you should at least see if you can make it better before you drag someone else into it. Because you don't want to end up paying someone. You don't want to end up paying a therapist $200 to schedule an appointment, and then by the time the appointment comes, you've gotten over it because you just felt really sad for a few weeks, maybe even a few days. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what this video was about. I gotta go to bed. Why am I recording this video for 20 minutes? Why is it 11:20? I don't know. Do I even do my Japanese lesson today? Do I have to do that? I'm not studying Japanese. Well, I do Duolingo sometimes. I don't study Japanese. I just do like the very first Japanese lesson over and over again for to keep my streak up. So that way, when I take my second Japanese class in the fall, I'll be ready. Because I took Japanese one this fall semester, and so next fall semester I take Japanese too, and I gotta take the first lesson on Duolingo over and over again in order to keep my skills up, because that's about as far as we got. Well, we got a lot further than that, but Duolingo doesn't teach in the context of how things work. It tells you the words, but Duolingo has nothing. Doesn't teach you anything about grammar rules, but it just teaches you this is word, and this is other word, and they form a sentence like this. and it doesn't teach you anything, especially in Japanese, where that's a very important feature of the language. Like the whole, like in languages that have a completely different layout from English, like if a language has a completely different grammatical structure than your native language, then Duolingo physically cannot help you. It's quite strange.